Let's go make our mini Christmas tree skirt. But first, always remember to share this so it will save to your profile and you can find it when you're looking for it again later. Yes, I was doing this without y'all, and then I told myself, stop, Tammy, because it's going to be so cute. So I just took my Dresden plate ruler, just like I was making a Dresden plate for a quilt block, and cut out all these pieces from some scraps. And instead of making my circle join, I'm leaving it open because I'm gonna make this a mini Christmas tree skirt for my Christmas tree in my shop that all of the ornaments that y'all have sent me are gonna go on. After I did that, then I laid it on top of another scrap and made the other side of it. Now I'm gonna lay these pretty side to pretty side, just like this. And I'm gonna sew all the way around. I'm gonna leave a hole so I can turn it, and I'm gonna leave my hole in one of these back pieces, and I'm calling this the back piece because this is what will go around the back of the tree, but it's straight, and it's gonna be easier to close up a straight hole than it is one of these curved spaces. So I'm gonna start here. Let me mark it and I'll show you. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. This is a pencil. It's not working very well, but you'll be able to see, I think. So I'm marking here and here. I'm going to start sewing here. I'm going to sew and sew and sew all the way around. And when I get back to this mark, that's going to be my reminder to stop. Or actually, I'm going to start at this mark and go around. And when I get back to that mark, it's going to be my reminder to stop. So put your two marks, start at one, and go all the way around to the other one. And if you're a pinner or a clipper, now is when you would pin or clip. I'm just going to sew this with a straight stitch and a 1/4 inch seam. Back stitching when I start and when I stop because my grandma said so. Okay, we've put them pretty side to pretty side. We've sewn all the way around. Now we're going to turn it right side out. So when you're turning it right side out, you're going to have to push out 4 corners, and it's a round tree skirt. So having corners is a little bit weird, but you have these 2 corners and these 2 corners, so 4 corners total. So turn your tree skirt right side out, push out your corners, fingers, handy dandy tool, chopstick. Do not use your scissors. Don't do it. It's a terrible idea. You'll have a hole in your project. You'll be crying because you have a hole. I'll be crying because you didn't listen to me, and everybody's crying. So let's just don't do it. Okay, I've turned it right side out. I went and pushed mine out all the way around with my chopstick. Now I'm gonna go iron mine. You go iron yours. I'll be right back. I'm back. Okay, now we're gonna go and top stitch all the way around our entire tree skirt. Now, when we top stitch, it's gonna naturally close up this hole that we left to turn it. A top stitch is just a straight stitch sewn a little closer to the edge. I like for my top stitching to look like it's almost about to fall off of my project, but you only sew as close to the edge as you're comfortable. And yes, when you top stitch, you do back stitch because my grandma said so. When I first started sewing, I didn't do a lot of top stitching because I was so glad to be at the end of my project and it wasn't necessary. Nothing was gonna fall apart. But then over the years, I've come to appreciate that top stitching makes all the difference. It takes your project from homemade to handmade. So take the extra few minutes and do the top stitching. You'll be glad you did. And there you have it, your finished tree skirt. If you want to add ties, you can use some ribbon, you could put Velcro, buttons, whatever you want to do. I'm not putting anything on mine because once it lays on the bottom of my Christmas tree stand, it's going to be perfect. If you want to quilt it, you could put some cotton batting, and then you could stitch in the ditch or stitch next to each one of your seams to do your quilting. You can do all of the things, and you know, you can never go wrong with lace. So I can't wait to see the mini Christmas tree skirts you make. My name is Tammy. I'm your favorite sewing teacher, and I would love for you to come sew with me.